Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin, and today I'm going to be talking about some books that I need to get to before the end of 2022. Some of you may know that I have a series on my channel called Bookends where I put an end to all of the unread books on my physical shelves. And I was going through my list of all of my unread books, and I realized that there were some books that have been on my shelves for well over 4 or more years. And I was thinking, I cannot keep these books on these shelves unread. Like, read the books or don't. And I'm going to tell you all of the books that have been on my shelves since at least 2017 or longer. I'm not going to go into the synopsis of each one because you know me, I don't know. And I could make it up, which always is a fun time for me, but may not be fun for you if you're really interested in what these books are about. So I'm just going to tell you what the books are, and then you can tell me whether I should keep them. Maybe I need to unhaul them. Maybe I should just let them go forever. But the point is, if I don't finish them by the end of 2022, I do have to unhaul them. That's what I'm telling myself. That's what I'm doing. I have 14 books, and if I have not read them by 2022, then they need to be in my unhaul at the end of next year. Or maybe they'll be at an unhaul at the end of this year if you guys tell me I should just let it go. So we're going to kick it off and start with some nonfiction. I first have Lies My Teacher Told Me by James W. Loewen. This was actually my brother's book for like a class he had when he was in college. And I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. I'm going to read it too. And then I didn't. And then he just let me have it. I think it's still going to be interesting. I know it's very outdated. Like, this was published in, oh God, 1995. So yeah, but I still think it would be an interesting read. Then I have Game Change, Obama and the Clintons, McCain and Palin, and The Race of a Lifetime by John Heilemann and Mark Halperin. This is about the 2008 presidential race. I don't even know that I'm interested in this, to be quite honest. Am I? I don't know. Then I have The Road to Jonestown by Jeff Guinn. I'm definitely going to be getting to this next year for sure because I want to read this. I've seen documentaries about Jim Jones and his cult, and I just think it's crazy fascinating. So I'm definitely going to read this. White Rage by Carol Anderson. I actually started this and I couldn't really get into it, and I wasn't sure whether it was because I was listening to it on audiobook and I just really need to like physically read it. That sometimes happens to me with nonfiction, like I'm just not digesting what they're saying, or it's just because it's content that I've heard before and I don't need to hear it again. I don't know, but I have that. I have The Blood of Emmett Till by Timothy B. Tyson. I've had this book for way too long, so I'm either going to read it or I'm going to unhaul it for sure. So those are my nonfictions. I have a classic, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I have actually never read this. I didn't have to read it in high school, and so I thought, hey, you know, maybe I'll get into classics and I'll want to read this. And I got it and I haven't read it, so maybe I'm not getting into classics. I have Time and Again by Jack Finney. This is a historical fiction novel about a guy who is approached with the opportunity to go back into time, and when he does have the opportunity to go back in time, he takes this chance to figure out a mystery of a half-torn letter that his friend had, and he wants to get to the bottom of the letter. Then he kind of falls in love with someone during his time travels, and he's torn between the past and the present. I have Choke by Chuck Palahniuk. Your guess is as good or better than mine. I've never read any of his other books. I know that Fight Club is super popular. Haunted. I think he wrote like other, I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's on my shelf. Am I going to read it? Slumdog Millionaire by Vikas Swarup. I have seen the movie multiple times. I don't know how different the movie is from the book because I haven't read it. Am I interested in reading this book? I don't know. The text seems kind of small and I'm tired already. I've seen the movie. How much different is the movie than the book? Can somebody tell me? Then I have some thriller, horror, mystery-ish, I think, because I actually do not remember what any of these books are about. I have A Reunion of Ghosts by Judith Clare Mitchell, Lost Among the Living by Simone St. James, Utopia by David Nichol. I mean, this just looks creepy. Just a little girl on the cover. You know, children are already scary. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I knew what this book was about at one point, and now have no idea. And then I have like this one miscellaneous YA contemporary. It is The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. I don't know. I think this could be a really good read, so I'll probably try to prioritize this for next year. Those are the 14 books that I need to read before the end of next year. Otherwise, I definitely need to let them go because they've just been taking up precious bookshelf real estate. I don't even know what they're about, which is tragic. So do you think that I should unhaul any of these now? Let me know. Do you think I'll get to all of these? I don't know that I will. Do you guys have any books that you need to get to before the end of next year, or any books that you really want to get to before the end of next year? If so, let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, bye.